PTCI Channel 2 welcomes you to our coverage of high school basketball. It is now time for the boys edition here in Boise City as the Balko Bison take on the Wildcats from here in Boise City. First, the starters for the visitors. A sophomore wearing double zero, Cole Cowan. A freshman, number 5, Jaden Hall. A junior, number 11, Logan Cowan. A sophomore, number 23, Logan Busby. And a freshman, number 32, Adam Creason. The Bison come into this game with a 6-14 record. They are coached by first-year coach Jake Regier. And now the starters for the home Wildcats. A junior, number 0, Jesse Moran. Excuse me. This is a sophomore, number 10, Luke Arthod. A senior, number 14, Carlos Gasca. A freshman, number 20, Caleb Arthod. A senior, number 22, Wyatt Woolman. And a senior, number 30, Ishmael Martinez. It will be Hall jumping for the Bison. And Luke Arthod jumping for the Wildcats. This is senior night here in Boise City. All three seniors in the starting lineup tonight. Boise City with the opening possession. Cowan with the ball out top. Hall with it on the wing, down low quickly to Creason. Loses the control ball on the floor. Coming away with it was Gasca. And that's going to be a travel called on Caleb Arthod. Ball quickly back over to Balko. All down low. Taylor Blackburn banks it in for the first shot. Junior number 13, Taylor Blackburn. Actually started over Busby. 2-0 Balko. Drive to the baseline, shot put up. No good, rebound, shot put back up. And a foul call as Gasca will head to the line. First shot rims out. That first foul was called on Adam Creason, his team's first foul. 7:11 left to play in the first quarter. And he gets the second one to go. It's 1-2. Balko with the lead. Cowan tied up, able to get it away to Hall before he traveled. Pass intercepted, but Blackburn gets it back. He'll be called for the travel. Ball back over to Boise City. Gasca. Martinez, three-pointer put up by Caleb Arthod. No good. One-handed rebound grab by Logan Cowan. Drive and a charge call on Creason, and that is already going to be his second. With 6:32 still to play in the first quarter. Into the game for him will become the freshman number 15, Mason Romju. Caleb Arthod gets a screen from Luke Arthod. Stepping in the way of the pass is Logan Cowan. He'll be called for his first foul. Caleb Arthod gives it up to Gasca. Martinez over to Luke Arthod. Drives to the free throw line. Puts up the shot, no good. Got his own rebound for a second. Then gets it again. Puts it up and in. They'll say the foul was on the floor though. So no basket. And that is going to be number 2 on Logan Cowan. So Balko already with 2 players with 2 fouls, even though they've just got 14 fouls. Now into the game, the sophomore number 23, Logan Busby. Woolman for 3 from the wing, in and out. Ball bounds around, Luke Arthod with it. Baseline shot, banks it in. We've got a timeout on the floor, 5:53 left to play first quarter. It's Boise City 3, Balko 2. Cowan brings it up and hand it off to Busby. Now for Hall. They weave. Cowan drives in, kicks to the corner. 3-pointer by Busby. Short. Rebound by Caleb Arthod. He's quickly fouled by Busby on the reach. So Balko already with 5 team fouls. Just under 2.5 minutes into this game. Pass into the lane, kick out to Woolman. Drive punched out from behind by Hall, ball on the floor. Arthod puts it up, he'll be called for the travel. So ball back over to Balko. Cowan brings it up, comes off the screen from Blackburn. All the way to the block, puts up his dribble, puts up the shot, turnaround, no good. Rebound grab by Ramju. They'll say a jump ball, and arrow favors Boise City. So they'll take back possession. Driving lane, shot put up by Gasket, gets his own rebound. Outside to Woolman. Luke Arthod drives along the line of the paint, and it's good. 5-2 now. Boise City leads. 4:45 left to play. First quarter. Cowan with it all the way to the block, puts up the shot, partially blocked, and another jump ball. This time Balko will get it. Into the game for the Bison, junior number 2, Bryce Lane. So everybody for Balko has been into the game now, as they just have 3 bench players. A couple injuries this year. Also a defection as well, as Martinez with that rebound for the Wildcats. Into Gasca, back outside. Woolman for 3, off the front of the rim. Ball loose underneath. Grabbed by Caleb Arthod, and he's going to be fouled. They'll call that one on Cowan. That'll be his first, but the team's 6th foul already, as Caleb Arthod will go to the line for 2 shots, and they're going to be shooting the rest of the half already, with 4:17 still to play in the first quarter. Arthod makes the first. Checking in for Boise City, the sophomore number 5, Cesar Ramos. And Arthod makes them both. It's 7-2 Wildcats. Blackburn leaves the screen for Cowan, picks up his dribble. Gives it back to Blackburn. Cowan with it, guarded tight there by Arthod. Drives into the lane, puts up the shot, blocked by Arthod. Looked like he might have got a clean block there, but he is called for the foul. That'll be his first, team's first, and it will be Cowan at the line for 2 shots. Cowan misses the first. Makes the second. 7-3 now the score. We just passed the midway point of the first quarter. Luke Arthod with it. Over to Caleb. Ramos to Woolman. Bank shot, no good. Cowan with the rebound. Pass up to Hall. Into the lane, and he's going to be called for the charge. Luke Arthod took a hard shot there. Caleb Arthod took the hard shot. That's already the team's 7th foul. Ramos. Caleb Arthod drives, puts up the 12-foot jumper, no good. Rebounded by Lane. Up ahead to Busby, leaves it for Lane, goes baseline, dumps it underneath. Blackburn off the backboard, too strong, back the other way. Can't get it to go as Luke Arthod tried to put it in. Or Caleb Arthod, sorry about that. Hall comes away with the rebound for the Bison. Dives inside, loses control of it, ball out of bounds. They'll say last touch by Boise City though. So Balko will inbound underneath their own basket. Hall with it in the corner, puts up the long two, in and out. Ramos loses it. He's fighting with Blackburn for it. And they'll say it's Balko ball. Boise City ball. 2:45 left to play in the first quarter. Down low to Caleb Arthod. Off the glass. Puts it up and in. 9-3 now, the score in favor of the Wildcats. Allen hands it off to Ramju. Now Hall drives in the lane. Puts up the short jumper. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Caleb Arthod. Quickly to Luke Arthod. Up ahead to Woolman. Kicks it outside to Gasca. Now Ramos with it. Pulls up just inside the three-point line. No good. Blackburn with the rebound. Regier calls out the play. He wants his Bison to run. 2 minutes left, first quarter. Drives in the lane. Dumps it off to Blackburn. Shot blocked by Luke Arthod. Cole Cowan puts it up and has his shot blocked, but draws the foul. That's going to be number 2 on Luke Arthod. And Cowan back at the line. He made 1 of 2 in his first trip. The first one is good. I mentioned that is 2 on Arthod. He'll head to the bench as the junior number 1, Christian Loya, comes into the game for the Wildcats. 1:54 left to play, first quarter. Cowan sinks the second as well. He's now 3 of 4 at the line. It's 9-5 in favor of Boise City. Caleb Arthod kicks out to Gasca, down low to Loya, double teamed, and a jump ball called. Possession arrow will keep the ball with the Wildcats. Drive punched away from behind by Hall. The ball will stay with Boise City. Caleb Arthod gets a screen, drives to the hoop, lays it up wide, no good. Cole Cowan with the rebound. Gives it off to Hall. Tried to get it to Blackburn, had to back all the way out to the three-point line to grab it. All knocked away though by Loya. Ramos drives in lane, puts up the shot, gets it to go, and he draws the foul. That'll be the first on Mason Ramju. And Ramos at the line for the and one. Hall will go to the bench as Busby returns to the game. Misses it. Rebounded by Lane. Cole Cowan with it. Spins at the free throw line. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Gasca. Gives it off quickly to Ramos. Under a minute to play first quarter. They'll bring it back out top. Gasca on the wing. Moves it to Loya up top. Over to Ramos. Look to drive. Ball knocked away by Lane. And he's going to be called for the foul. His first foul. Team's 9th foul. So this will be the last 1-and-1 for Boise City, as they'll be in the double bonus after this. And we're not even out of the first quarter. misses the front end. Chase it down. They'll say last touch by Boise City is Gaska. Go for it. Cowan brings it up. Just over 30 seconds left to play in this quarter. Cowan knocked away for second by Woolman. He's going to be called for the travel. A little bit of a stutter step there. Turns it back over. Woolman with it in the corner. Gaska passed down low to Caleb Arthod. No good off the block. Blackburn there to defend and to get the rebound. 12 seconds left. Cowan across the timeline, gets a screen from Blackburn. Kicks to the corner. Lane puts up the deep three. No good. And that is the end of the first quarter. It's Boise City 11, Balko 5. And we're ready to start the second quarter. Balko with possession. Logan Cowan over to Hall, now to Cole Cowan. All passed into the paint, shot put up by Creason, no good. Down low pass to Woolman across the paint. Beautiful pass. And that's going to be a tee on Jake Regier, the head coach for Balko, upset about something. So Caleb Arthod, I think it was at the offensive end, didn't like the no call. It looked like there was quite a bit of contact down there. Either way, Caleb Arthod. Misses it. 14-5 the score. 7:39 left to play in the first half. Gaska with it on the wing. Skip pass over to Ramos. Now back up top to Martinez. Tried to get it to Caleb Arthod. Nice pass to Woolman. Misses the shot. Rebound put up though by Caleb Arthod. Shot blocked. And a jump ball called. And the possession arrow points in favor of Boise City. So they will maintain possession. Takes it back to the point. High post, Caleb puts up the shot at the free throw line. It's good. 16-5 now the score. 7 minutes left in the half. Hall with it up top, over to Cole Cowan on the right wing. He'll get the screen. And Creason, a lot of contact out top. They'll call that one on Martinez. His first, team's third foul. Cole Cowan dribbles in the lane, dumps it off. Shot put up, missed. And the putback is put back up in both by Creason. It's good, 16-7 now, 6.5 to play. Hall punches it away for a second from Gaska, but he gathers it back in. And a timeout on the floor, 6:24 left in the half. Boise City up on Balko, 16-7. Out of the timeout, Boise City with it. Gaska on the wing. Up top to Woolman, he'll drive, free throw line, shot blocked by Blackburn. Woolman gets it back though. Gaska will take the three, and he drains it. Looks like a delay warning giving to Boise City for after the shot was made. 19-7 now the score. 6 minutes left to play first half. Hall with it on the side over to Logan Cowan back up top. Down low, Creason puts up the shot, baseline. It's good. 19-9. 5:45 left. Pass into the high post, knocked away there by Hall. Cowan comes away with it. Some hard contact by Martinez, but no call there. Down low again to Creason, baseline, no good, gets his own rebound. Knocked away from behind by Caleb Arthod. And we've got a foul now on the floor. They'll call that one on Creason. That will be his third. As Ramju waiting at the scorer's table. They'll have to wait. And Ramos makes the first free throw. Ramju back into the game. Misses the second. Hall with the rebound. Cowan drives in the lane, puts up the floater, no good. Ramju gets the loose ball, fighting for it. Last one to touch it out of bounds. Back over to Boise City. Gasket guarded tightly there by Ramju. Now Ramos with the ball in the opposite wing. Gasket back to Ramos, takes the three, and he drains it. So a couple of threes off the bench for the Wildcats. 23-9 now the lead. 4:40 to play in the first half. High post Blackburn down low to Logan Cowan. Lays it up and draws the foul. Foul is called on Gasket. That'll be his first, team's fourth. Logan Cowan misses the first free throw as Loya checks back in for the Wildcats. 4:33 left to play first half. Cowan gets the second one to go. 23-10 now the score. All outside to Loya. Back up top to Ramos. High post to Caleb Arthod. Goes to the block. Shot blocked by Blackburn. Puts up another one. Blackburn blocks that one as well. Hall picks up the loose ball all the way to the hoop. Gets it to go, and he draws the foul. Foul's going to be called on Arthod. That'll be his first, team's fifth. And Hall makes the free throw for the and 1-3. 23-13 now the score, 4:15 to play. That was just Arthod's first foul, team's fifth. Loya for three from the deep wing, no good. Hall chases it down to the corner, but touched the line. Ball back over to Boise City. Ramos with it out top. Guarded tightly there. A little tip there by Hall, but Balko couldn't come away with it. Baseline drive by Woolman, cut off by Cowan. Ball tipped out of bounds by Balko, so it will stay with Boise City. Ball to Woolman in the corner. He'll put up the three off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Logan Cowan. Pass up to Logan Cowan. Had trouble controlling it. Stepped out of bounds. Ball back over to Boise City. Loya on the wing, drives to the block, loses control of it, And a jump ball on the floor. Arrow points in favor of Balko. 3:22 left in the half. Cowan with the pass over to Ramju. And a foul is going to be called on Caleb Arthod. That'll be his second, team's 6th foul, as Gaska checks back in for the Wildcats. Into the backcourt to Cole Cowan. Guarded tightly there by Woolman. Drives in the lane, puts up the floater, gets it to go. Basically gave him an open lane. He tried to cut off the right-handed drive. He just took it left-handed. 23-15 now the score. Loya pulls back for 3. No good. Hall with the rebound. Drives baseline, puts it up and in. A little bit of a fake pull out there. Ball knocked away. Gaska comes away with it. Loya open for 3 again from the wing. In and out. Martinez with the rebound. Foul will be called on Hall. That'll be his second. So Martinez at the line for 2 shots. They're in the double bonus and have been for quite a while. Martinez makes the first. Lane back into the game for Balko. 2:28 to play in the first half. Martinez gets them both. 25-17 now the lead for Boise City as they extended their lead. Balko has battled back into this one. Allen guarded tightly there by Woolman. Gives it up. Now back with it on the wing. Gets a screen from Blackburn. Pulls up near the free throw line. Too strong. Rebounded by Ramos. Ramos gives up his dribble outside to Loya. Back up top to Ramos. Under 2 to play in the first half. Loya steps in, double team. And a foul called. That one called on Logan Cowan. That will be his 3rd already. So Christian Loya at the line for 2 shots. Off the back iron on the first one as Hall checks back in. Balko foul trouble in this first half. 2 players with 3 already. With the short bench, they can hardly stand to have very many more. As Loya makes his second, checking into the game for the first time, the sophomore, number 25, Paul Trantham. Cowan drives in the lane, jumps it off to Blackburn. Can't get it to lay in. Gets it back, puts it up, and he's fouled. Foul will be called on Martinez. That'll be his second, team's 7th foul. First shot by Blackburn is a miss. The freshman, number 23, Oscar Ramos, checking into the game. And Blackburn makes the second. 26-18 with 1:32 left in the first half. Gaska gives it up to Martinez, kick out. Cesar Ramos now up top to Oscar Ramos. Gaska tries to split the defenders and a foul. No, they'll call the travel. 1:17 to play. Balko has cut this back to a single-digit lead. Cowan looks to pull up, gives it off to Hall. Lane now with the drive baseline, kicks it back outside. Cowan can't chase it down. The pass is too far in front, back over to Boise City. All around the perimeter. Ramos inside to Martinez. Shot blocked by Blackburn. And then another shot block by Tranum. But Blackburn will be called for the foul. That'll be his first. And so it'll be Tranum at the line for 2 shots. Misses the first. Misses the second as well. Gasco with the rebound. That one went high off the glass, and he was able to get it without going over his defender. Ball stolen away, though, by Ramju. Takes it in, lays it up and in. 26-20 now with 30 seconds left in the half. Gasco with it now on the wing. Tranum back out top. High post to Martinez. Ball tipped away. Cowan comes away with it, passes up ahead to Blackburn, but he can't grab it before it goes out of bounds. Ball back over to Boise City. 12 seconds left to play. Cesar Ramos with it. Over to Gasca. Short corner to Trenton. Inside to Martinez. Missed the shot. Hall with the rebound, and we head to the half. Boise City leads Balko 26-20. And we are ready for the second half of play. Boise City will have possession to start the half. Leading scorers for the Wildcats in the first half, both Cesar Ramos and Caleb Arthod, each with 6 points. Shot put up by Caleb Arthod, no good. Woolman tried to get the putback, no good. Hall with the rebound. Hall and Cole Cowan, the leading scorers for the Bison in the first half, each with 5. Hall goes baseline. Ball blocked, shot blocked by Luke Arthod. Ramos with it back the other way, had it tipped away by Creason. Balko can't save it as Cole Cowan dove for it, tried to save it before it went out of bounds, but it will stay with the Wildcats. Wildcats referee had to actually put the ball down because nobody came over. Blackburn blocked that shot from Ramos flat-footed. He's got 5 or 6 blocks in this one. Got a piece of that one that Caleb Arthod put up as well. All to Creason, into Cowan, tried to dump it down to Blackburn. Pass intercepted though by Caleb Arthod, up at Woolman. Nice pass. Luke Arthod with the rebound, puts up the shot, partially blocked. And Blackburn comes away with it. Gets it off to Cole Cowan. Would have been a walk there, but no call. Woolman knocks that one out of bounds. Couldn't quite save it before it went out though. So, Balko ball. Hall tries to dump it down inside. Luke Arthod with the hand on it. Let's see. Last touch by Balko though. And back over to Boise City. Caleb Arthod, they're going to call a jump ball on that. Ball back over to Balko. Hall brings it up. Loses it for a second, got it back. Pass knocked away by Woolman. Ramos saves it out of bounds off of Creason's foot. So ball back over to Boise City. Nice play there. The steal of possession. Woolman back up top to Gasca. Ramos now back outside to Arthod. Back inside to Caleb Arthod. Turnaround jumper, no good. Blackburn affected that shot. Cole Cowan grabs the loose ball underneath. He's guarded tightly. Pass off to Hall. Now Creason with it. Logan Cowan stepped on the line and out of bounds. That's the second time he's done that today. 5:32 left, third quarter. Still a 6-point game. Nobody scored yet here in the second half. Gasca picks up his dribble over to Woolman. He'll put up the three and gets the shooter's roll on that one. Gets it to drop. So 29-20 now the score. 5:10 left. High post to Cole Cowan. Picks up his dribble back outside to Creason. Drives in, loses control. Luke Arthod saves it from going out of bounds. To Caleb Arthod across the lane to Woolman. Can't get the shot to go. Tipped up by Luke Arthod. But it looks like he's going to be called for the foul. The contact from behind. That will be his third foul. Team's first foul of the second half. Creason double team. Gives it up to Cowan. Across the lane pass stolen away by Luke Arthod. Up to Ramos. Dumps it across the lane. Laid up and in by Woolman. Nice transition offense. Makes it 31-20 in favor of the Wildcats. Woolman now with 7 points. Pass intercepted by Caleb Arthod. Quick pass up to Woolman. And he's going to be fouled. Put up a circus shot. See if he could get him an and one. No good. As Cole Cowan will be called for his second foul. We've got a timeout on the floor. 4:22 left in the third. It's Boise City 31, Balko 20. Woolman at the line. He'll bank in the first free throw. In and out on the second. Hall gets the loose ball on the rebound. 32-20. Wildcats will lead. A little bit of pressure ball knocked away by Arthod. Balko gets it back. Blackburn to the hoop. Lays it up and in. 32-22. Midway point of the third quarter. Skip pass over to Ramos. Down low to Caleb Arthod. Kicks it outside to Gasca. Now back to Ramos. Pass. Creason stepped in the lane. Gasca able to get it back for Boise City. On the opposite side to Luke Arthod. Now back to Woolman over to Gasca. Puts up the three. No good. Rebound Luke Arthod. Lays it up on the left-hand side for two. 34-22 with 3.5 left in the third. Cowan up to Blackburn. Ball knocked out of bounds by Blackburn. Ball back over to Boise City. Ball tipped by Creason. Couldn't save it from going out of bounds. So we'll stay with Boise City. Over to Gasca, down low, back to Woolman, puts up the shot in the lane, no good. Contact from Blackburn. Gasca with the rebound, and the shot put up and in by Woolman. That's 10 points now for Woolman off the bench. 36-22 now, under three. Hall throws the ball off of Caleb Arthod, so we'll stay with Balko. Martinez checks back in for the Wildcats. Ramju checks back in for Balko. Pass intercepted by Woolman. Looked like he threw it just right to him. Lays it up off the glass. Caleb Arthod with the putback. And a foul on the floor as Luke Arthod grabbed the rebound. That third foul call now on Cole Cowan, team's second of the half. Caleb Arthod misses the basket from point blank. Blackburn with the rebound. Busby into the game at that last break for Balko. Foul call. Now on Boise City. That will be number 3 on Caleb Arthod. Pass intercepted by Caleb Arthod, or inbound. Up to Woolman, misses the shot. Luke Arthod almost on the putback. Blackburn comes away with it, and a foul called on Martinez. And that is number 3 on Martinez as Bryce Lane checks back into the game for Balko. Pass intercepted by Martinez. Puts up the shot and gets the foul call. They'll call that on Ramju. That'll be his second. Team's third foul, and Martinez at the line. First shot up and good by Ishmael Martinez as Logan Cowan returns to the game. Don't forget that you can always not only catch PTCI on Channel 2, but you can also find us on YouTube. Just Google PTCI YouTube and it's going to show up. Long rebound off of Martinez is missed by Cole Cowan. And Cowan with it along the sideline. Foul called there on Caleb Arthod. That'll be his fourth. As Loya checks back into the game. 2:08 left in the third, 37-22. Blackburn with it in the corner. Shot blocked there by Luke Arthod. Logan Cowan misses the shot underneath after he got the rebound. Now Luke Arthod back the other way. Behind the back, he's going to be called for the travel. He got caught on his backside. Under 2 to play here in the third. Cowan spins past the defense. Baseline shot, in and out. From Creason. Ramos back the other way. Into the lane to Martinez. And a foul going to be called. There on Blackburn. That'll be his second. Team's fourth foul. Martinez back at the line. He's 3 for 4 so far today from there. Misses the front end. 1:34 left in the third. Misses the second as well. And Woolman called for the foul anyway. That'll be his first, team's fifth foul. Full court pressure from Boise City. Ramju up to Creason across the midcourt stripe. Pass though knocked down by Martinez. Boise City back the other way. Ramos gets it over to Luke Arthod. Looked at the three, passed it up back to Ramos. Woolman from the corner, no good. Long rebound. Loya able to save it from going out of bounds. Skip pass over to Ramos in the lane, pulls up, no good. Ball punched out by Cowan. It will stay with Boise City. .103 left in the quarter. Ramos comes off the screen from Luke Arthot. Woolman back to Ramos. Passes off to Martinez. Can't get it through the traffic. Hands on that one. Ball loose on the floor. That's going to be last touch by Balko. Ball will belong to Boise City with 37.9. Here in the third quarter. Ramos with it out top. Back over to Luke Arthot. He'll put up the three. No good. Missed badly. Hall with the rebound. Races across the midcourt stripe. Goes all the way to the hoop. Lays it up and in. It's 37-24, 20 seconds left in the third. Luke Arthot dumps out to Loya. Loya hits the jumper. 10 seconds left in the third. 39-24, double team the backcourt, gets it across the midcourt stripe. And a foul call. Gonna be on Woolman. That'll be his second, team's sixth foul. So Balko will inbound, 2.8 left in the quarter. Long pass the opposite side to Logan Cowan, puts up the three at the buzzer, off the rim, no good. So we head to the fourth. Boise City leads Balko 39-24. From Boise City's ball, here we start the fourth quarter. They lead by 15 points. Outscored Balko by 11 there in the third. Luke Arthot with the jumper, no good. Creason with the rebound. Ball up ahead, Logan Cowan with it, goes baseline, puts up the shot. Somehow got that one to bank in. His first field goal of the game, 39-26. A double team on Ramos. Ball tipped by Hall. Cowan saves it from going out of bounds. Hall all the way to the hoop. Lays it up and in. He's got 9. It's 39-28 now. Just 30 seconds here into the fourth quarter. Ramos to Gaskin. Now to Loya. Tried to hit. Luke Arthot on the cut into the lane, but pass was too far in front of him. And another turnover back to Balko. All with it on the wing, tried to get it to Blackburn. Loya stepped in front of that pass. Luke Arthot all the way. Can't get it to go in. Hall with the rebound. Up ahead to Blackburn. And a foul called on Hall. Not sure when Blackburn went up how there wasn't a call there. That'll be number 3 on Hall. Team's 5th foul. Just under 7 minutes left to play. Balko looking at about a little 3-quarter press. Logan Cowan misses the steal pass into Arthot in the lane, and he's going to be called for the travel. Ball back over to Balko. Hall with it. Now Creason dumps it on the side to Blackburn, who lays it off the glass and in. 39-30, back to a single-digit lead. Martinez with it. Pass intercepted by Cole Cowan. Pass up ahead to Hall. And there'll be a blocking foul. No, there will be a charge On Hall, that'll be his 4th foul. Team 6th foul. Timeout on the floor, 6:21. It's Boise City 39, Balko 30. They're in a full court press now, trailing by 9. Boise City with possession. Ramos pass a bit. Blackburn knocks that one away. Can't save it from going out of bounds, so it will stay with Boise City. 10-second shot. The 10-second clock probably is not reset. Caleb Arthod passed up ahead, intercepted by Logan Cowan. Take it all the way to the hoop, lays it in. 39-32 now the score. Stolen away again. Hall at the rim. Shot blocked from behind by Ramos. Caleb Arthod comes away with it. Dumps it over to Martinez. Shot blocked from behind there by Cowan. And he's going to be called for the foul, though, and that will be his 4th. Team's 7th foul. So Martinez at the line for 2 shots, and he'll hold it for a second, just kind of catch his breath. And makes the first. Four of 7 so far today from the line. 5:48 left to play. And gets them both this time. 41-32 now the score. Cowan leaves it for Hall. Up to Creason, drives the block, tries to split the defenders, and he'll draw the foul. They're going to call that on Luke Arthod. That'll be his 4th. Team's 7th foul, so Creason will go to the line for the 1-and-1. They may say 2 shots. And they do say it's 2 shots for Adam Creason. And he banks that one high off the backboard and in. Creason, just a freshman. All the Creason kids that have come through the Balko school system, they're all pretty good size, so he'll probably add some more over the year. It gets that one to fall as well. 41-34 now the score. Woolman with it. Loses control, gets it back, can't save it from going out of bounds, and another turnover. Back to Balko. 5:31 still to play. Referee insisting that it's Boise City ball somehow. It looked like that one was clearly off, but may have missed a particular angle that proved that. Hall gets his hands on that one, but Luke Arthod gets it back. Down low to Martinez, turns inside, stolen away by Hall. They'll call it jump ball. Arrow points in favor of Balko. Gaska checks back in for Boise City. 5:15 to play. Balko has cut it from double digits back down to 7. Creason goes baseline, pulls up, no good. Hall with the rebound, but stepped on the line. Ball over to Boise City. Balko with 3 players with 4 fouls. Blackburn called for the foul. That's going to be his 3rd. So 3 players with 4 fouls, and a couple more with 3 fouls, and 3 with 4. So Woolman at the line. Misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Pass intercepted by Woolman. Just a bad pass there. Woolman loses control though. Creason gets it back. Up ahead to Cole Cowan. Goes baseline. Shot is blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Back out top, Cole Cowan with it. Gets a screen from Blackburn, splits the defenders, kicks it outside. Hall pulls up, can't get it to go. Ball last touched by Ramos, so it'll stay with Balko. Baseline jumper by Logan Cowan, missed. But Hall comes away with the rebound. He'll pull up for three from the corner, no good. On the backside, Caleb Arthod races all the way down, coast to coast, misses the layup. Cole Cowan comes away with it. They'll call a jump ball. They're quick with the jump balls tonight. As the arrow points in favor of Boise City, it looked like Cole Cowan ripped that one away pretty quick. 4:11 on the clock. Gasca will inbound the ball for Boise City. Outside to Woolman, now to Luke Arthod. Inside to Caleb Arthod. Turnaround jumper, in and out. And Gasca, the last one to touch it. Ball back over to Balko. Oh, Logan Cowan from three from the corner, no good. Luke Arthod with the rebound. Under 4 to play. Hall tips it away. Creason can't chase it down, so it will stay with Boise City. Quick hands from Hall on the defensive side. All into Gasca. They'll look to double team. Turnaround jumper, Caleb Arthod lays it up and in. 43-34 now the lead for Boise City. Hall with the runner, shot blocked by Luke Arthod. It'll stay with Balko as it went out of bounds off of Arthod's hand. Arthod patient there to get that block. Pass out top, Creason able to get it, drives in, puts up the floater off the front of the rim. Gasca with the rebound. Across the lane, shot blocked by Creason. Woolman gets it back though. Lays it up off the glass, no good. Creason with the rebound. Outlet pass up to Cowan, up to Hall. Hall baseline drive to the basket, lays it up and in. Hall with 11 now. Steele puts it up and in. It's now 43-38, under 3 to play. Hall with just incredible fast hands. And that's going to be a foul called on Logan Cowan. That'll be his 4th. So it'll be Caleb Arthod at the line. He's 2 for 2 today there. And sinks the front end of the 1-and-1. 2:48 left to play. Arthod makes it a 7-point lead. He's got 10 for the game. 45-38 now the lead for the Wildcats. All over to Cowan. He'll pull up for three. He's open and gets it to go. We've got a timeout on the floor with 2:36 left to play. Boise City leads Balko 45-41. Boise City will inbound underneath the Balko basket. Full court pressure by Balko. Ball into the corner to Caleb Arthod. Pass intercepted by Logan Cowan. Knocked away by Luke Arthod off of Cowan. And it will, a good move there by Boise City. Luke Arthod with the quick hands. And back to Boise City. Pass intercepted by Creason. Drives the hoop, lays it up and in. 45-43, it's a 2-point game. Ramos with it across the timeline. Double team now as he picked up his dribble. And a jump ball as Blackburn grabbed it. Ball over to Balko. They've got an opportunity to tie in this possession. Hall with it. Floater in the lane off the glass, too strong. Gaska with the rebound. Pass up ahead to Luke Arthod. Lays it up and in off the glass. That gives him a 47-43, under 2 minutes. Blackburn with the Cole Cowan for three from the wing, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. They'll say last touch by Boise City. Balko will inbound underneath their own basket. 1:41 left to play. Into the corner to Cole Cowan. Spins loose, dumps it down low to Blackburn, lays it up and in. Beautiful move and pass. 47-45 now the score. Minute and a half left. Ramos to Gaska, ball tipped by Cowan, but Caleb Arthod up to Woolman for the lay-in. 49-45 now, 1:15 to play. Hall with it out top, gets the screen from Blackburn. Into the corner, Logan Cowan misses the three. Creason knocks it loose, Blackburn comes away with it. And then Luke Arthod up ahead to Caleb Arthod, drives all the way to the block. Shot blocked by Logan Cowan. Out of bounds and back to Balko. Under a minute to play, 55.7 on the clock. Balko in both halves has come back from double digits to make a ball game of this one. Cole Cowan will bring it across. Gets the screen from Blackburn. Gaska guarding him tightly. Dumps it off Logan Cowan. Deep three. In and out. Blackburn with the rebound. And we've got a timeout on the floor with 35.1 to play. It's Boise City 49. Balko 45. Set to inbound for Balko underneath their own basket, trailing by 4. Ball to Cowan in the corner. Trips and falls. Caleb Arthod comes away with it, gets it up to Woolman, up to Gaska. Takes it up. Shot is blocked by Creason. They'll say he last touched it. Boise City will inbound underneath their basket. We've got a timeout on the court again. 26.5 seconds left to play. 49-45, Boise City with the lead. Boise City inbounding the ball underneath their own basket. Dumps it down to Gaska, puts up the shot, no good. Cole Cowan comes away with the rebound. Long pass ahead to Logan Cowan, lays it up and he missed the shot. Blackburn comes away with it. Gets it out. Back out top, Cole Cowan for three. In and out. Gaska with the rebound, under 10 seconds. And Creason will grab Ramos and foul him. That will be number 4 on Creason. And they'll walk to the other end. Ramos will be shooting 2 fouls, as that will be the 10th foul, so double bonus. And sinks the first one. 6.7 on the clock. Misses the second. We've got a timeout on the floor with 6.2 left to play. Boise City up 50-45. Into Logan Cowan, over to Cole Cowan for 3. Drains it. We've got a timeout on the clock. 1.9. Looks like, let's see if they adjust the clock at all, but it's a 2-point game. So 3 seconds on the clock. 2-point game. Ball inbounded to Caleb Arthod. A foul called on Creason. That will be his 5th foul. And so they'll walk to the other end, and Caleb Arthod will take 2 foul shots. Coming in for Creason will be Busby. Caleb Barthod sinks that first one. He's now 5 for 5 at the line. Misses the second. Rebound by Cole Cowan, throws it up. And that is the ball game. The Boise City Wildcats have defeated a very scrappy Balko Bison team, 51-48. We thank you for joining us on PTCI Channel 2's coverage of high school basketball. Don't forget, you can also check us out on our PTCI YouTube channel. Not only find tonight's game, but other archives games. That's it from Boise City, Oklahoma. Good night.